There will be more than 100 exhibitors this weekend at the longest-running arts festival in the Pioneer Valley, the Mattoon Street Arts Festival. Coordinator Bob McCarroll is here with more about this fun, free event for how many years now? Probably as long as Mass Appeal's been on.
This is the 43rd annual festival.
Yeah. So you're back on the couch here to talk to us all about it. The longest-running arts festival in the Pioneer Valley. How did it all begin?
Well, it began in 1973 when people were just starting to buy and fix these wonderful Victorian but rundown homes on Mattoon Street, and they decided that one of the ways to get people to be aware of what a great street it was and what potential there was to have an event, and they chose to have an arts festival.
And people are still being brought and drawn to this street, which is stunning. The homes.
It is. There is no other street in Western Mass like this. Row houses weren't popular here. Boston maybe, New York maybe, but in Western Mass it wasn't built. So there are a lot of times I either get exhibitors or visitors who come and say they didn't know a street like this existed out in this part of the state.
Yes, see, so it's a great way to get out, support local artisans, enjoy the entertainers that are roaming the streets, which, by the way, a unique thing about it is that they're unamplified. So it's literally just like entertainers as you mingle, but it's not getting in the way of the atmosphere. Right,
yeah. And they move through the street, whether they stroll or they play a set and then shift down. So the whole street gets to hear whoever it is that's playing, but they don't have to hear the whole. It's not always there in one spot. It's
not right, exactly. Now let's talk about some of the amazing creations that you've brought with you today, starting over here with these wood creations right here. I know you have a lot of returning exhibitors every year. Yeah,
we have about 75% of the show is returnees. Many of them say we are their favorite show of their season, and there's a great deal of allegiance to the festival from these exhibitors. But we have these wonderful wood bowls. They're made by Ron Pesolano, who's from West Brookfield, and he's been with the festival for years, and they're just great little, primarily decorative items. Next we have some fused glass from a local woman named Marilyn Sutton from Springfield, and we have the piece that's sort of red and blue, that's traditional fused glass, and then next to it is a different technique that's powdered glass but still fused, meaning it's heated in a kiln. And then we have some jewelry also made by a local woman, Lauren Bedoin, who actually lives on Mattoon Street.
Oh, wow.
And she's an artist at the Indian Orchard Mills as well, and she does jewelry, metal jewelry, that has a dog motif. So I brought a sterling silver pendant that has a French bulldog, and a bracelet that has a pit bull on it, and another piece that has a retriever. And then lastly on the table is a work of a local guy who also lives on Mattoon Street, Jake Murphy, who is both a metal worker and a woodworker, and so both in terms of he makes obviously tools. You know, he's made actually the axe, he's made the axe handle, and he's made the cover out of leather for it.
How impressive.
Yeah.
Also impressive is how much you remember everyone's names and what they do, and you really have a passion for this. Now we're out of time, Bob, but we don't want to forget this gorgeous stained glass piece
This is Rick Morest, also from Springfield, who did a variety of media, has been with us in the past and totally switched what he does, and he now does stained glass. And that's one of his pieces.
Wow. Bob, thanks so much for joining us to talk to us about the 43rd Annual Mattoon Street Arts Festival this Saturday and Sunday. Free parking in the city, free admission to go. For more information, call 413-736-0629 or visit mattoonfestival.org. Thanks for joining us.